Welcome, everyone. I'm John Ryan of SportsMemo.com. I want to welcome you to the Wednesday edition, March 2nd, 2022 edition of the Daily Dime Show. And I'm joined by my regular co-hosts, Rocky Atkinson and Don Buster. Welcome to the show, guys. I just love saying that it's March because we all know what that means. I think I just gave myself goosebumps. I think this is going to be one of the most incredible Marches that we've seen yet, filled with unbelievable upsets, unbelievable games, down to the wire, overtime. I can't even wait. So let's not wait. We'll get started right away with Don Buster's here, and his friends call him Buster, guys. So if you ask him a comment or a question in the comments section on YouTube, make sure you call him Buster because he might not answer back because he won't realize it's him. Okay. So let's get right to it here. We're looking at the Georgetown Hoyas, who have had better seasons. They're 6-22 in the year. They're 0-9 on the road against Seton Hall, who's 18-9 and probably going to be in the tournament, unless barring an upset here and a poor performance in the Big East tournament. But they are 12-3 at home. They are 6-8 against the spread in those home games. On the road, the Hoyas are 4-5 against the spread. And this line opened at 14.5 as Seton Hall was a home favorite. Is now down to minus 13. Buster, take it away. Does that mean that people are betting on Georgetown?
Well, I don't know how many people are, but I think it's a big number, John. And I know we're betting on Georgetown, but we definitely didn't bet enough to drop that number down a point. I think it was just set a little bit too high. Yeah, so we're going to go with the big dog here with Georgetown because I think Seton Hall's getting a little bit too much credit. Last time these two teams played, Georgetown lost to Seton Hall at home by 7. It might have been even a little bit closer game than that. In that game, Georgetown actually took 13 more shots than Seton Hall, and they actually turned them over 16 times. And I think that will help us here if they can turn Seton Hall over to cover this big number. Now, recently, it looks like Georgetown is actually trying to win a game. They're showing a lot of pride. They're actually 3-1 against the spread in the last 4 games. And we all know they're a nasty 0-17 in the Big East Conference this year. So pride sets in, and they want to win a game. They've got a couple left. And this is one of the ones that they'll at least give a shot of winning at, obviously. Seton Hall, what they lost my train of thought. Sorry about
it's that, okay.
Guys.
It's all right.
I think they might take Georgetown too lightly here, only because they have Creighton coming up in their last game, and Creighton actually holds the 4th or 5th spot right now, and the top 5 teams get a first round bye of that Big East tournament. So Creighton actually plays Connecticut tonight. They lose that game. Seton Hall goes to Creighton for the last game, and the winner of that game will probably get a first round bye of the Big East tournament. So we actually think the back door is wide open in this game for Georgetown because there's just too many points here. And Seton Hall, they'll play to win, but I think they want to leave a little bit in the gas tank for Creighton on Saturday. And as always, John, just for you, I've got a bunch of trends here. Actually, Seton Hall in this series, the favorite in this series is 7-2 against the spread. So that means Seton Hall, looking good there. But Seton Hall are 1-9 against the spread the last 10 playing against a losing club. And at home, in their last 8, they're only 1-7 against the spread the last 8 at home. Live. So, gonna plug your nose and take the big number with Georgetown here, getting plus 13 and a half.
I'm with you, Buster. You convinced me to go to the window in Georgetown. I think that's an astute play. I mean, that's a professional bet. The public bettor would say Georgetown sucks. Seton Hall's pretty damn good. They're going to easily cover. They'll blow them out by 20. And lo and behold, Georgetown makes it a game and Seton Hall squeaks by with a 2-point win. Just saying. I love that play.
Not sure it's going to be that close, John, but I think they come within 9 or 10, something like that.
Yeah, single digits. That's all you
exactly.
need.
Yeah, for sure. That's all. Yeah, exactly.
Each and every Wednesday at SportsMemo.com, you will get a 33% discount on everything you fit into your cart using coupon code CART33 when checking out. Whether it's a daily package, a one-day all access, a 3, 7, or 30-day package, a full season of sports of your choice, or a full 12-month from your favorite handicapper, you will save 33% using coupon code CART33 on Fill Your Cart Wednesday. You can fill your cart as many times as you want each and every Wednesday. And even better, coupon code CART33 never changes and will become active each week at 12:01 and last until the clock strikes midnight.
So now we're going to move on to my game here, which is in the ACC. And we're looking at Notre Dame against Florida State. And a couple weeks ago, everybody thought Notre Dame was undervalued. You know, the bracketologists thought that Notre Dame was undervalued. Well, I'm here to tell you that my work tells me that they're severely overvalued now. They may look like they're in second place in the ACC standings, only behind Duke. But let me tell you, they're not ranked. And they're playing a Florida State team that everybody thinks is done. Well, I looked at the schedule here. I looked at the bracket. And Florida State, with a win here, guarantees themselves a first-round bye. Now, thinking that the only way they're going to get in the tournament is to win this thing, that's one step that's very important, not having to play that first-round game. So I think Florida State here is a 2-point home dog is an excellent value, and they will play with motivation. At least that's what I'm expecting. Notre Dame has been just scorching hot, and I'll explain what I mean by the contrarian bet. They're 17-3 straight up, 15-5 against the number over the last 20 since losing on December 18th to Seton Hall. Florida State, conversely, has underperformed this season. They're 15-13 straight up, but a miserable money-burning 9-18 against the number. So now we have a situation where the market betting community does not like putting money on Florida State because it's been a losing proposition. And you got to bet the Irish now, 17-3, 15-5. Well, I think the market is overshot here. On my power ratings, guys, I have Florida State minus 2.5. So in theory, I'm picking up 4.5 points of value. And I like Florida State to win this game outright. Another factor in the contrarian, the last 10 games, Florida State is 1-8-1 against the number. Guess what Notre Dame is? 7-3. So those trends don't keep going. Like, you rarely see a team 14-6 or 2-16 against the spread, which I just took those numbers and doubled them. They roll out. They just like watching a bullish stock in the stock market. It goes up and then it goes sideways. You know, it's consolidation. And I think that's what we're looking at right here. Backed by a 71% betting system out of the database. And it has to do with the month of March. March produces a ton of high percentage, highly profitable betting angles and betting systems, and this is one of them. So in the month of March, this system has earned a 62-25 against the spread record for 71% winning bets the last 5 seasons. The requirements are simply to bet on home teams in the month of March, of course, that are taking on a foe that has scored 85 or more points in a home win in their previous game. It's as simple as that. Month of March, previous was a home win, scoring 85 or more. You bet against them, and that would be betting against Notre Dame. So there you have it. Florida State is my best bet for the day. Now let's move on to Mr. Rocky Atkinson for our anchor, and we just love having him as the anchor. This game is going to feature Auburn, which has been my darling for a long time, against Mississippi State. I guess it was probably 3 months ago I thought that Bruce Pearl had a unit there that could go all the way, and they still might. But they're not playing so well now, and they find themselves on the road where they are 7-3 on the year, but it's kind of a mask. Like, it's not really a true 7-3 in my opinion. Against the spread on the road, they're even worse, 3-7. Going up against Mississippi State, who's 17-12 and clearly a bubble team, at least on my bracketology stuff. They need that win. They're hungrier, I think, than Auburn in this matchup, but I don't know what Rocky has for us. So let's turn it over to him and see what he has for us.
Thank you, John. Public here is all over Auburn in this one. One spot I looked, over 90% are backing the Tigers so far here. And why wouldn't they? I mean, Auburn has been good this year, ranked in the top 5 in the nation, 25-4 straight up record. But when it looks too easy, it usually is. So I'm going to go the other way in this one with Mississippi State here. Mississippi State has a strong home court. They've done well at home, 14-2 straight up on the home court. They're allowing only 62.2 points per game at home this year. Looking back over the past 3 years, they're a decent 37-10 straight up at home. They're also 15-6 straight up at home the last 21 meetings against this Auburn team. Mississippi State's sitting at 500 in the conference right now with an 8-8 record heading into the last week of the regular season here. They need this win bad to try to build a resume to be considered for the NCAA tournament. They're 17-12 on the season. They're on that bubble, just like you said, John. They will most likely need to win the final 2 games of the regular season, make a deep run in the SEC conference tournament to have a shot at it. But it all starts right here tonight against Auburn. A few trends here to look at. Auburn is 5-14 straight up and against the spread the last 19 games as a road favorite of 3.5 points or less. That includes 0-1 straight up and against the spread this year. Auburn's 0-4 against spread the last 4 games overall. Auburn is 0-4 against spread the last 4 road games against a team with a winning home record. And we got Mississippi State with a strong 14-2 record here at home. Auburn's 0-5 against spread their last 5 road games. Mississippi State is 36-15 against the spread the last 51 games after failing to cover the spread in 3 or more games. This includes 2-0 straight up and against the spread the past 3 years. And Mississippi State is 15-6 against the spread the last 21 games after an ATS loss. I'm going to play Mississippi State here tonight to get the possible outright win over Auburn, but we'll take the points just to be safe.
Awesome breakdown, guys. And that's 3 dogs we just gave out. 3 dogs that, with the exception of Georgetown, probably have, if they're going to cover, they're probably going to win the game outright. So I love this card. I love this card. It's probably my favorite set of plays since we've been doing these shows, gentlemen. And before I let everybody go, I want to first thank Rocky and Buster for their time. They're loyal guests and co-hosts on this show, and I appreciate it very much. And also, do yourself a favor, get over to SportsMemo.com. There's a lot of discounted packages going on for March Madness. I have one for the Bonanza. We have different names for them. It's a little bit of hype just to get advertising attention in your eyes, but it's based on fact. And these 2 guys with me are just killing it. And they've been killing it for year after year after year after year. In Buster's case, it was back, I think, in Noah's time when he first started. But not to be offensive, I'm just saying that these guys are good, and they wouldn't be on this show if they weren't good and honest and impeccable character. I can't say enough about them. So if you never bought a subscription, this is the time to do it. It's March Madness. You get just a ton of plays and expert winning advice. So on behalf of Sports Memo TV, we'll see you again tomorrow for another edition of the NCAA Daily Dime. And until then, have a great night, much success, bet with your head, not over it, of course, and may all the wins be yours. Thanks for watching, guys and gals.
Each and every Wednesday at SportsMemo.com, you will get a 33% discount on everything you fit into your cart using coupon code CART33 when checking out. Whether it's a daily package, a 1-day all access, a 3, 7, or 30-day package, a full season of sports of your choice, or a full 12-month from your favorite handicapper, you will save 33% using coupon code CART33 on Fill Your Cart Wednesday. You can fill your cart as many times as you want each and every Wednesday. And even better, coupon code CART33 never changes and will become active each week at 12:01 and last until the clock strikes midnight.